together over wild mountains high, all across the purple heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? A wild goat off the banks of Loch Lomond. There's one taking a pee right now. Hurdy-gurdy-gurdy, roaming through the gloaming. Hello there. The rain is starting to peter out. It's waning. The rain is waning. It's been a big day along Loch Lomond. It's been torrential rain for the last 2 days and I'm absolutely soaked. The bunkhouse last night was a complete godsend. Had the chance to have a wee bath, and there was even some Radox muscle soak in there as well, which was very good for my back and for all my joints. Now, I just stopped off in a bothy about 2 hours ago just to get some shelter. I met a couple of folks from Fort William in Germany and we had a few drinks. And I've got about 2 hours to go, 2 miles to go before I get to my next stop. But it's an absolutely astonishing view from here. Up there you've got Ben Arthur, also known as the Cobbler, down to Loch Lomond. This is just the end of Loch Lomond, and over there is Arlui, I think it's called. But it's been a very, very wet day. I even managed to drop my jumper in a wee rivery bit. The going was really hard from the last stage of Loch Lomond. It was up and down and up and down. Not very good on the knees, so there's a lot of sore people out here. Now, since the rain subsided for a wee bit and I've not recorded all day, I may as well use this time to do history, a wee bit of history about this part here. Now, some of you may be familiar with the story of Rob Roy, and these were his lands, and it's where a lot of him and his companions hid for a wee bit for the authorities and that. Now, further back there was Rob Roy's prison, which I never went to because it was backing it down and it was a bit of scramble to get to and I couldn't be bothered. But also because the story of Rob Roy has been heavily romanticised by Sir Walter Scott, so it probably wasn't even Rob Roy's prison. Apparently it's where he held his prisoners captive. Now further on, up here, is Rob Roy's cave. I don't know what went on in there, but it was his. And Rob Roy, he had to change his name. He was a McGregor, but because of his ramblings with the cattle, stealing and things like that, his name McGregor was outlawed in the whole of Scotland. So on account of his red hair, he changed it to Roy, because it sounded Irish, you see. But Rob, towards the end of his life, lived a peaceful time and had a peaceful death with his wife beside him. But the same couldn't be said for his sons, who carried on his illicit trade, and one of them kidnapped a lady who he believed to be of what's the word, a posh standard, you know, an upper class lady, and he thought if he married her then he would have been welcomed into the elite. However, by this point, and with his dad's legacy fading, the authorities weren't taking any shite for the Rob Roy's clan, and they got him and his brother and hanged them both. So there you go, a wee bit of history for you. where me and my true love will never meet again. On the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. That's me just past Loch Lomond, and I've reached the Greymere Stane. Now this stane found its fame for teaching kids back in the day to ride a horse. Now if you note its height and its exemplary position to the road, it was used for many a short arse to climb on top of their steed back in the day. A wee bit of history for you there. Well, it's awfully clatchy underfoot. Clatchy and boggy. So very, very clatchy. Well, I've made it to Ben Glass campsite, and as you can see, I'm sharing my field with some sheep. That wee sheep's been bleating away, saying "Maw, eat some of that tit and that." There he goes. Oh, that's no your maw. We find your maw. Day 4 of Tweed's trail. Quite a busy route, a lot of camaraderie because the same folk are bumping into each other the whole time. One time I pass them, the next time they pass me, and so on and so forth. And then we'll have a wee pint together in the pub at the end of the day, which is all very nice. Very nice indeed. Stick to the path, steer clear of the moors. The sun is coming out, and at this particular time I see a tunnel ahead. I don't think I'll fit inside it. It's tiny. I'm not going to fit in there. Right. Oh god, I'm going to have to bend over. Oh. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Squeeze through that. Fuck. That's me just past Cronlarrick, and I'm on top of a wee hill overlooking Benmore over there. I done that hill a few years ago with Tom and Ross, and we actually had to crawl all the way to the top because it was that windy. It was very snowy. It's a good hill to climb though. And there's the one that you can see over there. You can just see the peak of it. Can't mind what that's called, but it looks like a good one to do. Now, I've pretty much passed everybody from my group of the Germans and all the other guys. There's a group for Fort William that I met in Doonbothy last night, and one of them started to wane a wee bit, and they left him behind, and one of his pals came running down the hill asking if I'd seen him, but unfortunately I had not. So we think he's probably away hitchhiking or something. There's been a few people with blisters that are really struggling. Now I need to go down there. I've got about 8 miles I think to go to Tyndrum, but I think in about half an hour I'll have a wee breather. This forest has eyes. A nice piece of land with a view. Benmore in the distance, and another couple of mountains, which name I do not know. Now this land here is famed for its upland ecosystem service, and these are the benefits provided by communities of living organisms in conjunction with their environment that contribute to making human life both possible and worth living. True story. True story. dangleberries.